Spoken For Communications brings you this preview of North Carolina Central and Savannah State as the Eagles hit the road down to T.A. Wright Stadium this Saturday to take on the Tigers in the 9th meeting in program history. I'm Chris Hooks, play-by-play voice of the NCCU Sports Network with the head coach, Dwayne Foster. And, Coach, as disappointing as the last contest was against Morgan State for homecoming, we've got to get back on the horse, and we've got a very tough Tiger squad waiting for us down in Savannah.
We do. That's the goal. It starts today. It's in terms of our tempo and practice and preparation as we look ahead, to Savannah State. And they got some good personnel, good football team, and once again, throw the records out of the window here. And we got to go down and make sure that we're prepared to get a win on Saturday.
Yeah, and that's one thing about Savannah State. They're going to be fired up for it. It's homecoming, games on television down in Savannah. They're starved for a win under their new head coach, Ernest Wilson III. I mean, they've got a lot of talent, and we better be ready. We have to be. Again, it's going to start throughout our work week. There's so many things that they're really just tuning in on to get ourselves going. I think we're right there at times, and we're just looking for that breakout opportunity, to really get going, for that matter, offensively, defensively, and continue that spark on special teams. So preparation is going to be crucial as we look ahead to Savannah State. Looking at their personnel, Simon Hayward, I would say he's top 2, top 3 wide receiver in this league. I mean, last year, first play from scrimmage, 82-yard touchdown. I mean, so you see how explosive he is. What is the key to slowing him down? Well, a couple of things. One, we need to be able to get to their quarterback, Bostic, to kind of prevent, that connection with him. We also have to be aware of where he is, all the time and make it difficult for him to get off the line and release and get some hands on. That's allow him to get out in space. He has great speed and runs great routes, so we have to make it difficult for him once he does, get off the line of scrimmage. But it's a combination of things, certainly rushing the passer, disrupting that time that they have between those two, and also, again, eliminating his ability to work in space. A lot has been made about the teams that Savannah State has played through, before the conference schedule began, so their numbers may be a little skewed. They've got talent on the defensive side, good linebacking core, John Wilson, DB, one of the top DBs in this conference. So our offense has got to bring it much better than it has in the last few weeks. I totally agree. We have to be consistent in what we do and moving the football, eliminating those penalties, and certainly turnovers. When you can take those two things out of the football game, you give yourself a chance. Certainly when you have them, you really don't have a chance at all. So we can eliminate those two things and just move the ball with some consistency and some finish. I like our chances. For us, this time when we went down there last year, it was sort of a stepping stone for us. We got really rolling down there, and it was after a rough start against them. And I think that was a moment for us that really put us on the right path. Could this be a game that puts us on the right path through the Final Four ball games? I think it can, no doubt about it. We have a ton of football to play. We're just looking forward to getting off to a good start to get to our next win. We have to do that. Our goal is right now strictly on Savannah State. Getting off and to a good start to get to our next win. That's the objective. That's our focus. We continue to talk about even with the ton of football we have left. I think we can do that. We can begin to get some piles of wins up and get on a roll here. But the goal is to get to the next one after dropping 2. Yeah, and then you look at the defensive line with the absence of Tank Wallace. It really seemed like they settled in the second half. Just for them, it's just more or less more maturation, more learning. Every week is going to provide that opportunity to do that. Young bunch, indeed. The loss of a Tank hurts, no doubt about that. But we begin to shuffle some guys in there and out of there to try to get some rhythm, some continuity, and provide a spark with the D-line to help the rest of our defense as well. But losing Tank does hurt. At the same time, those guys will have to step in and mature and make plays for us in order to help us win. Coach, we hope that is the case as we get set to take on Savannah State. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you following the game. Thanks so much, Chris. That's head coach Dwayne Foster on the matchup against Savannah State. I'm Chris Hooks. That's been the Spoken For Communications game preview. We'll be on the air at 1:30 on Saturday afternoon. Join us on the NCCU Sports Network. Enjoy the ball game.